How do you win people to your way of thinking as you're building your business and your network marketing company? Uh, Oftentimes, we have a certain agenda that we want to accomplish. However, the prospect that we're talking to is probably not on the same page, in many cases, not even thinking about what we want to accomplish. Stay tuned, because in this session, we're going to be talking about Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People book. And we're going to talk specifically about the 12 principles to win people to your way of thinking. Stay tuned. Hello, my friend. My name is Terry Petrovick, and welcome to Get Inspired. Today, we're diving a little bit deeper into How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Now, the 12 principles that we're going to be discussing, and I'm not going to discuss all of them because I'd be here for probably 2 hours, but I'm going to highlight maybe 3 or 4 of the principles that I think will apply most to your network marketing business or MLM business. Now, I'm going to give you some perspectives, and I've been full-time in the industry now over 20 years, almost 25 years. And I've made a lot of mistakes. I did not follow the principles in this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I had to be right, or at least I thought I had to be right many times. And what I've learned over the years through this book and many other books, if you haven't checked out John Maxwell's leadership books, I highly recommend those to develop yourself as a leader and then to lead people around you. But when it comes to leadership, it really is all about influence. And what Dale Carnegie talks about here are the principles that will allow you to win people to your way of thinking. Now, I'm just going to share these principles real quick so you have an idea on what they are, and then I'm going to talk about a couple of them. Principle 1, the only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Really important for social media and Facebook. Principle 2, show respect for the other person's opinion. Never say you're wrong. Principle 3, if you're wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. Another very important one from a leadership standpoint. Principle 4, begin in a friendly way. Principle 5, get the other person saying yes, yes immediately. Principle number 6, let the other person do a great deal of the talking. Principle number 7, let the other person feel the idea is his or hers. Principle number 8, try honestly to see things from the other person's perspective. Principle number 9, be sympathetic with the other person's ideas and desires. Principle number 10, appeal to the nobler motives of an individual. Principle number 11, dramatize your ideas. And principle number 12, throw down a challenge. Throw down a challenge, great from a leadership standpoint. So those principles are amazing principles for you and I to level up on our ability to work with people. But working with people in a network marketing business sometimes can be a challenge. You know, when we're prospecting, we're sorting, we're looking for the people who are looking for what we have to offer. Well, when somebody gets started at, $100, $500, or even $1,000 level or more, we're still sorting. We're looking for the people who are looking for what we have to offer. Ideally, what we're looking for is to cast a vision so people can see where we're going and they have a similar vision to create an organization, a team, if you will, so that they can create a better quality of life for themselves. And we as leaders, our job is to help equip them so that they can get whatever it is that they want. And I got to tell you, in the 20 plus years that I've been working with people in this industry, I've met some people who, as my 7-year-old grandson would say, are nutsy cuckoo. Nutsy cuckoo. Bash. If you don't know Bash, get to know him. You can check him out on my Facebook profile or go to bashdimpleton.com. He will inspire you, I guarantee it. But when it comes to working with people and winning people to your way of thinking, I see a mistake being made all the time on Facebook, and people have this need to be right. Now, I'm gonna talk about something that is probably a little bit controversial, but this is my personal opinion of working with lots of people and observing lots of people on my team who are very, very strong in their beliefs, in their faiths, in their opinions, and their perspectives. Now, two things that I will typically always shy away from on social media is politics and religion. Why? Well, it's very controversial. People get really, really emotional and they dig their heels into their opinions and their beliefs. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not saying they're right either. But what I am saying, from Terry's perspective, you need to think about you and your brand and what you're doing from a leadership standpoint. Do you want to exclude people or do you want to include people? If you're going to build an organization, a business that is global in scope, in 20, 30, 50, 100 plus countries, then you kind of have to be open to diversity and allow people to be themselves and not judge them, accept them for who they are. And if they're teachable and coachable and add value to your business and in alignment with your philosophy, partner with them. Because the people I've discovered over the years that principle number one, they absolutely have to win every single argument. Some people just like drama. And I got to tell you, that is draining. Principle number two, show respect for other people's opinion and never say that you're wrong. Now, I could have a polar opposite opinion that you have on a specific topic. It could be marketing, it could be politics, it doesn't really matter. But if I say that you're wrong and I prove that you're wrong, do I ever win that argument? No, I don't. I never win that argument. I might be right, and I remember taking a personal development course probably 15 years ago, a woman by the name of Jeannie Sterner, and it was all about people's belief that they had to be right about a certain topic, and they could not be in a room without saying that they believed in this and this was the only way it had to be, and if this wasn't it, then game over. People just had to they were just rude sometimes. And what I've learned from Jeannie and Dale Carnegie here in this book is it's okay if you disagree. It's okay if you disagree with somebody on politics. And if somebody's too radical, with their politics or their religious beliefs, Facebook and most social media gives you the ability to either unfriend them or unfollow them and almost delete them. For me and my personality and what I like, I don't have a high tolerance for drama. I don't. Dramatic people who are always, the victim and always complaining and always, criticizing people. I don't have a tolerance for that. I guess it's, principle number one, and Dale Carnegie talked about how to win friends and influence people. Don't criticize, condemn, and complain. I think that one is ingrained in me, and when I'm around people who criticize, condemn, and complain all the time, it's like I distance myself. That negative energy, I don't need. We need to protect ourselves from people who are toxic and people who drain us. And if you have somebody that is always criticizing people and having to be right about their beliefs, it is draining. Now, principle number three is if you are wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. I equate that sometimes to, it's really important as you're building an organization, building a team, even on social media. If you make a mistake and you screw up, admit it. Being vulnerable and letting people know that you're not perfect, I think is attractive because nobody is perfect. I have a new brand I think I'm going to probably be working on called the Unperfect Networker. And because so many people want to know the exact words to say, I want to get this perfect right if I do this video. And you know what? There is no perfect out there. I always tell people it's not about perfection, it's about progress. As long as you are progressing And as long as you are moving in a positive direction, I think that is a really, really good thing. So that's really what's important, I think, for me. And then the other thing that I think that's important here, I'm going to jump all the way down to Principle 10, appeal to the nobler motives. My translation to that is give people a high reputation to live up to. Believe in them. From a leadership standpoint in network marketing, as you are developing a team and developing an organization, a lot of it is getting people to believe in themselves again. While everybody, should believe in themselves, a lot of people just haven't had the environment and the support that allows them to experience somebody believing in them. And I always tell my people, I will believe in you until you believe in you. And a lot of times, the fact that I say that and I do sincerely, you don't want to be fake about this, sincerely believe in their potential, and that if they are teachable and coachable and trainable, that I can help them get from where they are to where they want to go. A lot of times they push themselves a little bit higher. They raise the bar for themselves a little bit higher. And principle number 12 here, throw down a challenge, ties right into that. I'm going through a challenge right now. Mark Harbour's putting together, he's like a YouTube guru out there, and he's created a 30-day YouTube challenge. And that's what's got me started in creating this series, is producing at least one video a day. I'm actually producing at least 2 videos a day, and we do things like search engine stuff to get them ranked, so we can have a greater influence online and impact more people online. When you throw down a challenge to somebody, if they're struggling to talk to people, and you say, hey, look, I'm going to challenge you to talk to 2 people a day. Easy to do, easy not to do. But it's the little things that we do consistently over a long period of time that, when compounded over time, will take you up the success curve. There's a great book. It's called The Slight Edge, written by Jeff Olson. If you haven't read that book, get that book. I think I'll do the next series on that book. I actually interviewed Jeff on a radio show that I had at one point in time, and he talked about the things that we do that seem insignificant in the moment, but when compounded over a long period of time, will take us up the success curve or down the failure curve. It's true for losing weight. It's true for prospecting and building an organization. It's true for doing videos like I'm doing right now. It's true for you working to enhance the relationship with your partner or loved one. Doing the little things that seem insignificant, writing them a little note. I have little post-it notes that I put all over my house sometimes for Amy. I have one of them when she walks in the house from the garage. I love you, welcome home, I miss you. And on the bathroom mirror upstairs, it's just like hug, hug, kiss, kiss, smooch, smooch, love you, T. It's about doing those things that just take a couple of seconds to do. But people know that you appreciate them, you love them, and that you honor them. And I think at the end of the day, when we look at somebody's need to be right, or somebody's need to contribute or say something, I think at the end of the day, people emotionally just want to know that people do love them. They want to feel important and significant. So as Dale Carnegie talks about these 12 principles to get people to win to our way of thinking, we need to acknowledge them and we need to be present. So I'd love to hear which of these 12 principles most stood out for you in your experience. Please leave me a comment below. I think this book is just pure gold, and it's changed my life. It's changed my kids' life. I had them read it when they were, probably 10 and 12 years old, and they're now 33 and 35. It's an amazing book, an amazing philosophy that I think we all need to fully embrace. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. I am always putting out great content from a personal development standpoint, but also from a strategic tips and tactics standpoint to help you grow your business. Success in network marketing, most of it is up here at your mindset, and then there's the 15% of it that's technical. I talk a lot about how to generate leads and things like that, how to make more sales, and the words you use and the words you don't use. So again, if you got value here, As my grandson would say, mash that like button. And share it with some of your friends. Please leave some comments below. Again, subscribe. And until next time, remember this, my friend. You have a choice. Make it a better than terrific day and make today count. Make today count. Look forward to you. Look forward to talking to you again. Appreciate you. And we'll chat soon. Bye-bye for now.